Let's meet the starter.
Last regular season game for both teams, Stan. Pretty high stakes here.
Yeah, it's as close to a playoff game as you can have in the regular season. Expect a great atmosphere here tonight. Both teams have a lot to play for.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. And White has got the ball here for the Bulls. And there's the drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And that is how you finish a drive. Kobe White.
Pass to Adebayo. It's Wiggins on the wing. And that one drops.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Vucevic, nice shot from 10 feet out.
Vucevic is a very efficient mid-range shooter and has been for most of his career.
We'll go now to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Billy Donovan. Allie.
We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night now.
Buzelis taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. So he gets them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Hero outside. From deep three-point land. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And it's rejected. He's got a clear path. Here's Wiggins. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Ball outside. Pass to Buzelis. They set the pick. The three. He buries it from 3. Buzelis has got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Ball against Hero. Deflected. Here's Giddey. He can't hit that time. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Hero. Buzelis grabs the board.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Ali, he's certainly got the skill level. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 6. Back to Hero. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Well, this is why the defense has to be up on Hero. His jump shot is a real weapon.
Giddey passes to White. From deep. The shot that time not on target.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Hero. Here's Ware. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple. And that'll tie this game up.
Hero keeping the defense guessing.
And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
And the way they fought in that fourth quarter was just inspiring. They deserved to win that game based on their fortitude.
Now here's Ball. He's scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
2 physical points from Vucevic. He enjoys bumping down low.
Hero for 3. The shot misses. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
On the court for Miami here in the second. We've got Mitchell. Kyle Anderson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. These are his first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Herter. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Terry's checked in for Chicago. That one misses. Heat trail by 3. Pass to Jaquez. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Terry, the pass to Smith. Here's Buzelis. The 3 is up. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Outside Jaquez. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Herter. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Terry. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Buzelis. This one for 3. Rebound Miami. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Here's Herter. Got it. Good job in the low post. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Wiggins against Williams. Wiggins, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Pass to Terry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Mitchell with the ball. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Wiggins, no good. There's Herter with the 3. That one is off. Heat trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Slow and steady. Anderson just goes about his business.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. White looking it over. Now here's Vucevic. Tight defense on him. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 5. Now here's Hero. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. No good with a layup. Pass to Smith. The kick out to White.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Picked by Vucevic. Herter from long range. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. for Chicago. Buzelis is checked in for Smith. Giddey comes in for Williams. And it's Ball in for Herter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. It's Giddey on the wing. The rebound by Wiggins. Heat trail by 6. It's Adebayo, high post. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
And here's Ball. White for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. White's got 5 now.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. And now the Bulls in transition. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, great job by White to get the defense on their heels and forcing them to react.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls.
Well, what's great about Coby White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
White hits them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. 7 points in the game.
Well, he's such a willing and effective passer. That's a good find by Adebayo there.
Ball looks over the floor. Pass to Vucevic. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Vucevic has got 6.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Heat.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Ball, still without a bucket. We've got Buzelis, Kobe White out there with Ball. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Giddey. They're leading by 8. Vucevic's shot is off. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Here's Ball. The Heat making their last shot. Pass to Vucevic. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Buzelis has got 11 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Ware. Wiggins outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Chicago leading by 9. White, the pass to Ball. From behind the arc. Another 3 for Chicago.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ball against Hero. Here's Wiggins. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Wiggins outside.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Giddey. Up and in on the layup. Giddey's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Ball against Hero. Pass to Ware. Wiggins looking around. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. That one is cash from Wiggins.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Here's on the T-shirts. Let's hear it, fans. Heads up, fans. Who wants
checked in for Chicago. Herder comes in for White. The Heat making a switch here. And Chicago has possession. They've led by as many as 14. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes.
Up top, Vucevic. He's got 6. Here's Herder. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Larson. Some solid defense from Williams. Chicago leading by 11. A minute 35 left in the third.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Josh Giddey taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Anderson's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Wiggins. He's perfect from the line this time. A minute 35 left in the third quarter. Pass to Rozier. Jacks up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. It's Herder on the wing. Pounded by Rozier. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Adebayo with it. Pass to Mitchell. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Number 5, the Bulls.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good for Mitchell. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Chicago. And Miami with a change here too. Jaquez is checked in. 43 seconds left in the third. And here's Horton Tucker. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Shot clock at 5. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Rozier. And he can't get that one. Collins with the defensive effort. 3 on 3. Left side, Herder. Shoots over Anderson. Herder gets the bucket. Herder's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Bulls up by 15. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out, a 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got to communicate. I don't know, but it's got to be a real sense of urgency.
Coach Spoelstra begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to kick it up a notch.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Jaime Jaquez out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Mitchell, then it's Terry Rozier, and it's Larson in at the small forward position. And so here is Chicago after the basket by Miami. Collins outside, pass to Smith. Herder against Rozier. Picked by Carter, goes up on the wing. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Rozier outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Williams. Pass to Collins. Outside Carter. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Carter's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Chicago leading by 16. Williams on the wing. Back to Carter. Collins outside. Pass to Herder. Carter, a screen on Rozier. Here's Herder. Connects on the foul line jumper. And the Bulls lead by 18.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Chicago ends up going with a new group. Pass to Ware. Back to Adebayo. And here's Wiggins. Giddey defends. Lets it fly. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Ball. Now Vucevic. Pass to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Bulls lead by 18.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Adebayo, the open look. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
Ball outside. Pass to White. Shoots over Robinson. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Outside White. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Now White, hounded by Wiggins. White can't hit. Heat trail by 18.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Now here's Robinson. Now Adebayo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, attacking the basket inside, Adebayo knows that will pay off for him either way, and he's right.
Taking 2 shots.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. Here's Carter. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, Vooch. A balanced attack tonight. How helpful is getting contributions from everyone?
We need that. We're not a team that has, 2, 3 like superstars that are just going to come in every night and get us 25 a game. So we need, contributions from everybody, and that's why we have to play that way. We have to play for each other, share the ball, try to help each other get going, and that's the only way for us to be good offensively. When we try to create for our own, it never works, and I think we learn from that. So tonight was a good example when we move the ball, when we play for each other, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Sharing was key. Thanks, Nicola.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's reveal our player of the game, Matas Buzelis.